click register and go to the registration screen, right? So you choose if you are a company or an individual who's looking to buy or sell, you are an investor who's looking to invest, or you are a lender. So there are three categories that that AmaxPlanet sort of buckets you into. Then you put in your name, your company name, your salutation, first name, last name, email, your mobile number, the sector of interest. Now, this is something that's interesting because if you see, we've got a couple of sectors that AmaxPlanet will be working with. You can choose your sector, and this is critical because what happens is based on the sector of your choice, you get to see corresponding deals. Because, say, for example, you're in real estate, you wouldn't really want to go and see deals in aviation or banking or cybersecurity. So that's the reason we are kind of we've kind of closed. We have a closed loop ecosystem to do that. You can set your password, put in the captcha text, and register. Now, what happens is after you hit the register button, you're going to see a screen that validates your email. So you get an OTP and a one-time password in your email, in your mailbox. If you do not get that password or get that one-time password out there, just check your spam so that to ensure that it's not gone into spam. But you will get a Amax alerts, an email from Amax alerts. You put in the password and then you register. Now, what happens is the registration process is not direct. The moment a user registers, at AmaxPlanet, we get a notification saying that Mr. John has registered onto the portal. We will verify your credentials, post which we'll approve you as a registered user in the system. The moment we approve you as a user, what happens is you get a notification, you get a welcome email in your mailbox saying that, welcome to AmaxPlanet and the other things, associated with what AmaxPlanet does. Now let's start the journey as a user who's already a registered user in the system. So if you see on the right, you see a login screen. I put in my details, put in the captcha text, 7ZXE. If you see, this is where I get the one-time password in my email. I put in the password, verify. Oops. Sorry. And here I go. So I've logged in into the system now, right? So this is my home screen. As a user of the portal, either an investor or a buyer, seller, or a lender, I get to see this, right? So this is my home screen. If you see, it clearly says that these are opportunities owned by me. When I say owned, these are the opportunities that I have created. And these are shortlisted by me. These are the opportunities where I have shown some kind of interest, right? So if you see here, there are a couple of details. What I can do here and what I can do for the opportunities that are not owned by me is quite different. So I can just click and share the opportunity with n number of users. So now there are two things, right? Two actions. Say you are a seller, right? So what you need to do is go and create an opportunity to sell. So if you see here, I put in the opportunity title. I select the type of opportunity. Now, whether it's a buy, it's a finance, it's insurance, invest, legal. So typically it's a sell type of opportunity that I'm selling something. What's the opportunity subtype? So what am I selling, right? So I am, say, selling a residential real estate, or probably an industrial real estate, or some land, let's say land. what's the sector, right? So sector by default is going to be real estate because that's the sector of sell. Then the geography. So what geography am I selling it in? So say I'm selling it in the US, in Florida. Now this is where I can type all information that I want regarding this particular opportunity. Right. Uh, I have options, say, to I can actually go here, I can highlight some text, I can make it bold, I can make it in italics, I can underline. So, you can format it as how, one would format a Word document. This is where you put metadata. Now, this is critical so that end users can search this opportunity really quickly, right? So, say this particular opportunity is for a sale of land for a theme park, right? So I can just go in and say that theme park land. Then I say Disney. Right. So I can create whatever tags I want. Now this is where you put in the size of the opportunity. So what is the expected revenue, or what is the expected value of sale? If it's unknown, you just click unknown, and the system is not going to ask you to put in any number. But if you're expecting a sort of number, you can just say that this is the currency, and say I'm looking at, and if you see here, it's size in million, M is millions. So I can say it's for 3 million and then hit submit. Now, again, there's an approval process here. So the moment you submit an opportunity, this comes to the AmaxPlanet administration, where we view this data. If there's additional data that we require, we'll ask you for that data and then kind of approve your opportunity. Now, only when an opportunity is approved is it available for others to search. Till then, the opportunity cannot be searched at all. It's not available for search. It's not active yet. And then the last menu option is the ability to go and search for an opportunity. Now, if you see, I have logged in as John, and John is somebody from the real estate sector. So I'm seeing all real estate opportunities, right? I don't see anything else here. So if you see John's sectors are real estate and mining. So all I see is real estate and mining. I'm not seeing all the other sectors that I had at the time of registration. So I can view opportunities. If I wish to make an offer, I click make offer, and the system is going to ask me, are you sure you want to make offer for this opportunity? I say yes, and my interest gets notified immediately. Now this interest again comes back to the AmaxPlanet administration team, where we'll get in touch with you and the sellers and kind of take it offline from there. So when I go back to my home screen now, if you see, the number of opportunities that I see has increased by 1, and I see 3 opportunities now, right? So because earlier there were just 2 because they were shortlisted by me, and then I'm seeing third one. Now this is something that's interesting, which is called as a showcase, right? So showcase is basically a new way to sell that we at Amax have launched, right? So if there's a showcase that's created, I can just click on the showcase and see an overall perspective of what this entire deal is all about, right? So I'm seeing a video of of the opportunity. I have 2 documents out. I see 2 documents which are clickable. I see my logo. Then on the left, I see documents. I see an option to share. So I can share this opportunity with multiple other users as well. So if you see here, say maybe I am the owner of this company and I'm browsing through this, and I would want to my say manager or my assistant to kind of see this. I can send an email right away from this particular screen to my administrator, to my admin, saying that, hey John, just take a look at this, right? And this entire visual depiction gets shared with John to be able, so that he starts seeing it. If you click on this, you'll see a video. When you click on this, you start seeing a video. You can click on that video and so on and so forth. Right. So if you see, there are some details. If the owner of the opportunity, like I click here, and I'm seeing a YouTube video that has been uploaded by the owner of this opportunity. Right. I see PDF files, then I see documents that have been updated. So I start seeing a lot of content associated with this. Now this is a interface that that kind of helps you track a lot of things. Now, when as a user you come onto the screen, each and every step is kind of being tracked. So when you click on this, there's a notification that comes in. So the moment you create an opportunity and you share it with people, you can also start tracking the overall actions and what has happened where and so on and so forth. So that's it. It's a very simple, straightforward interface. On the right top, you've got options to change password, log out of the system, to go and change your user profile. You want to change your say mobile number, you want to change your sectors of interest. You can do all sorts of things out there. And this is the help or the user manual, on click of which you will be directed to the user manual, which will help you go through the details that I mentioned.